Hello there, it's Enderverse. 2025 is about to end, and so as a part of our yearly tradition, we'll showcase 25 mods of the year. Now without further ado, let's dive into the video. Starting this year's wrap up with Etherology, an impressive new mod that creatively combines magic and science. The journey here begins in the Golden Forest, where you're out to collect raw materials. As I mentioned earlier, here science and magic are indistinguishable, with you being able to construct whole systems working mechanically, create new chemicals, as well as using staffs to emit energy amongst other things. The theme of the mod may have rang a bell, as it is quite similar to Tooncraft. I may also drop my own personal reference, which is Dracula's science from the series Castlevania. Protomanly's Weather is a mod that greatly enhances the visuals of the skies on Minecraft. The clouds are going to be extremely detailed, with their colors dynamically changing based on the time of the day. There are also natural disasters that are even more visually impressive, with tornadoes being the most notable of all. Needless to say, these are not just eye candy. A tornado can level any town. That's why the author added a set of radars and anemometers to keep track of the weather and evacuate on time. It is obvious the mod isn't yet complete, with some visual oddities, particularly around the edges, ruining the scenery, though I'm more than happy with how it's going so far. And it's nice to have competition to the well-known Weather, Storms and Tornadoes mod. The unusual Prehistory mod has been completely remade, and the initial project has been dropped. So let's see what has been changed on this remastered edition. The clear difference here is obviously the visuals. From the textures to the animations and the models of the creatures, you could notice a clear distinction. Every tiny part of the dinosaurs moves alongside it, be it their wings, eyes, or mouth. It is sad to see the unusual Prehistory mod discontinued, but change is always good, and I have faith on this remastered edition. If you've been thinking of hosting a server with any ModPack on Modrent or NeoForge, then you will want to use Pine Hosting. You get a 30% discount on your first order when you use my code ENDER, as well as an easy one-click process to installing any ModPack you could think of. The components are also freshly picked, only the most recent processors, RAMs and storage units. In simple terms, you get a stable and smooth experience. In terms of technical issues, you will find the support team active and helpful 24/7 with any crash report that may arise. No AI bots that take over the chat. Just people like yourself trying to solve your problem. Migration shouldn't be a problem either, as the support team also take care of everything and will seamlessly move over your server to the Pine Hosting system. By using Pine Hosting, you not only support the Enderverse channel, which I very much appreciate my friend, you also get the best value for your money and the direct voice inside the Pine Hosting HQ. That's me! I talk to the owner directly, and I won't hesitate to suggest anything to them if you guys comment it or DM'd it to me. Now let's go back to the video. Clockwork is a techno mod surrounding weapons, transportation, and fauna. There are 3 weapons on here. The first is the mechanical crossbow, which shoots arrows quickly and continuously. Second, we have the scoped mechanical crossbow. This one instead focuses on power over swiftness, dealing lots of damage but taking longer time to loot. Third weapon here is the potion spray, which will spray potions on mobs. It can be used offensively if the potion is harmful, and positively if it's a regeneration potion. After that, there's the Clockwork wings. By pressing the spacebar while on air, the wings will flap, giving you a quick push mid-air. They also function like an elytra, getting propelled by firework rockets. And using both the flapping and the rockets, you can get a pretty exciting flight. Surprisingly enough, the mod also features a creature. It's not a blood and flesh animal, rather a robotic pet that you can fly around. I can spot Josh's mods a mile away. He and his team are always on top when it comes to delivering small but effective mods with amazing animations and models. Keep it up, guys. Improved village placement is up next. This is a mod that simply enhances the village's placement on the world, making sure that every structure is stationed on land and not flying on the air. Village placement has been a dire issue in Minecraft for years, and to see a mod fixing a decade-plus problem, I had to give it the title Mod of the Year. Oceanic realms added a new biome underwater, featuring a plethora of oceanic creatures. This mod featured top-of-the-line textures and animations. There are also unique behaviors, particularly from the sharks. They don't attack on sight, and when killing a fish, you'll notice the shark consuming the item itself. This is an incredible project, and will take care of your underwater fauna for you. So be sure to install it on your mod pack. Overgeared is a mod adding realistic yet simple forging system to Minecraft. The process involves new tools and materials and yet remains simple. Just a matter of heating and hammering. Copper can now be forged into beautiful armors and tools along with weapons too. You may also create alloys, most powerful being the steel alloy. You can make it by mixing coal and iron, heat the steel crude, hammer it up into ingots, hammer the ingots into plates. Then to craft a piece of armor, you have to engage in this mini game where you will have to click just on time to forge the plates into a quality piece of armor. Bear in mind that based on how flawlessly the armor has been forged, its stats will reduce or increase, so be sure to ace it every time for the best results. It's the first time that I see a realistic forging mod being simple and straightforward. It's elaborate enough to engage you, but not too elaborate as to avoid boring you. Enderling Invaders is a mod that, after 3 years, has received an incredible new update porting it over to 1.21.1 and overhauling its visuals and content considerably. The idea of the mod is to add Enderlings that multiply and spread on your world. I really loved how the author designed the sounds and animations here. They're quite impactful and engage you in the battle. From the look of it, I'm assuming the author has plans for the Arch-Illager and the Heartvender as well, but those are just my speculations. The mod is still a beta test, only available to patrons, but don't worry, once the mod is complete, it will be available for everyone to enjoy for free. With this mod, you can craft an orbital railgun. Using this gun, you can tag a certain location, after which a huge laser beam will obliterate the area. The entire show is spectacular, sunlight will disappear, and all that will be visible is the orbital beam annihilating whatever point you tagged, leaving behind a deep hole extending all the way down to bedrock. I reckon the author either took inspiration from Invincible, where the laser beam was used on Omni-Man, or Helldivers, where you can use it to annihilate alien creatures. Either way, I'm happy to see it on Minecraft. Fang's Textiles and Trinkets is a decorative mod with some unusual special features. From glowing blocks that are compatible with shaders, to awesome statues with breathtaking designs and extensive details, to player cosmetics even, like umbrellas, horns and tails, plus more. This mod was a pleasant find for me. It's rare to see decorative mods going above and beyond as to add shading and animations, so give it a try, my friend. The Day of the Beast is a mod about occultism. Your mission here is awaken a demon boss. The special about this mod, and why I added it here, is the spectacular appearance of the boss, along with the arena itself forming suddenly around the player. In terms of the attacking patterns, there is just a fireball attack as of now, though the boss goes through a second phase where he shrinks and begins engaging in close combat, which can be deadlier and unavoidable. The arrival of the beast really sold me on this one. I only wish the author would diversify the attacks and enhance the animations too. Warium adds plenty of machines and processes to make firearms and war machines of all kinds. Just to name a few, the mod contains 22 handguns, 9 different types of cannons, 2 nuclear options, and 4 different structures with hostile residents. The special thing about Warium is how it managed to keep things relatively simple, making it the most modpack friendly option of its type. This mod added beautiful swinging animations to the Better Combat mod. These animations also change if the weapon is enchanted. Surprisingly, the mod features support for many different weapon mods, some even with their own color patterns and special particles as well. You will find it hard to resist adding this mod to your list if you are using the Better Combat mod, which I assume is the case for the majority of you friends. Inspired by the Outer Wilds game, Wayfinder adds a signal scope, which is the navigation device, and a signal array, serving as the waypoint for the signal scope to track. Setting up the station is a breeze. You just name it and color it as you please. From then on out, the signal scope will pick up the signal however far you may be. Making the waypoints and the navigator into actual blocks and items is a lot better for immersion. That's why I decided to add this mod to the list. It overhauled a huge category in the modern scene, that being the minimap category. Crow's weapon classes is an incredible combat mod, adding a huge arsenal of weapons to the game found on loot chests. The weapons here included normal melee weapons, magical weapons, and different kinds of bows with homing projectiles. There are also new types of armors and pouches to wear for all kinds of effects and buffs. This is yet again a very underrated mod. It is my intention to make this year's wrap-up feature more underrated mods and less monstrously successful projects. You would be surprised at the amount of hidden gems that get left behind for no reason. This mod adds fluid animations, awesome pixel art, and fun sound effects to the advancements on Minecraft. Said animations also extend to other mods as well, and you can customize the animations, outlook, and the sounds however you'd like with no need to restart the game. Fancy Toasts also overhauled a huge part of the game, and rivals a huge mod too, that being the advancement blocks, so it earned a spot on the list. Saint's Dragons adds plenty of huge wyverns to tame, ride, and fight with. To tame these dragons you must feed them fish. Be aware that different kinds of dragons require different rituals to pacify them. Having successfully tamed on these dragons, you can ride them without the need for any saddles, and the flying experience is truly something you want to try. It's gratifying and has no rigid movement or complicated flying controls. You may also attack and kill mobs while aboard these dragons. However, I would like to suggest that the author change the colors of his dragons. While the two dragons I showcased at the start are excellent, the rest feature odd combination of colors. Natural warm colors like green, tan, and other colors of that sort can make a huge difference. Trust me. Etheria is another magic mod on the list, again based on the ether, a mythical source of energy that you can harness and use. Using ether pedestals and distributors, you can set up special rituals that will allow you to turn basic vanilla items into new otherworldly items. You can also craft staffs and use them to cast spells of all kinds. There are also plenty of dungeons to visit, filled with hostile mobs, pre-built rituals, and dedicated music as well. Kilt is the most deserving to be on this list. It allowed Forge mods to run on Fabric, something that has never been done in the past. Many big ModPacks like Prominence 2 are based on Fabric for the best performance. Having a mod like Kilt will allow for the inclusion of mods like Cataclysm, Alex's mobs, Alex's caves, amongst other projects that are Forge only. 2 years ago we had this Nitro Connector mod, which did the opposite, allowing Fabric mods to run on Forge. I'm glad that we now have both technologies in our hands. Next up we have a mod that adds hamsters to the game. Those fluffy creatures are full of surprises. Once you tame them, they will protect you from any mobs, and you may even grab and throw them at enemies, dealing lethal damage. In the caves they can be even more resourceful, smelling nearby diamonds. Just be sure not to mind ores with hamsters nearby, as they can steal one of the diamonds and run away. And finally, you could use their cheeks for storage. Although the mod surrounds one mob, it managed to succeed rather quickly and exponentially. Congratulations, and I can't wait for any future updates or ports of this mod. More Critters is also one of 2025's most successful mods. It populates your world with lots of critters designed to be as vanilla friendly as possible. Each critter here serves a specific purpose, whether it's a unique item to craft from their drops, or the ability to tame or ride some of them. Adding more critters is definitely one way to make Minecraft feel more vibrant and lively, especially when you can interact and use said critters. Next up we have the last voyage of the Harpy Express. The idea of the mod is a mixture of Among Us and trains from the Victorian era. Once 6 players are boarded, the game will begin, and you will either be a killer, vigilante, or a basic civilian trying to survive. The quality of the mod is unbelievable. The train is actually moving along a snowy landscape, and the floor shakes to simulate a realistic train ride. Also, the train itself is designed beautifully, with wheels moving and smoke escaping the chimney. This is actually a mod pack, but the pack itself only contains 11 mods, all supporting the main train murder mystery mod. The reason it is a mod pack is so that Rat gets to add the world where all the events take place. This is a unique experience. And I'm not saying unique in the general MTF meaning way, I'm saying unique as in there has never been any mod like this one before, so be sure to host a server and give it a go with some friends. Kaleidoscope Cookery is an immersion farming and cooking mod. This mod featured exceptional cooking methods, beautiful cooking instruments, and plenty of delights to cook and taste. In terms of the visuals, as you can see there are no excessive animations or details. The stuff in here has been designed to fit as seamlessly as possible in the base game. This category of mods has been dominated by one mod, which is Farmer's Delight. Said project is beautiful and extremely fun to play, but having multiple options is always a good thing for the community. Valley and Sky is an upcoming mod that simulates Elden Ring. I talked about this project a couple of months ago and couldn't help but add it again as a mod of the year due to a recent beta test adding 2 huge dragons to the game. The new update also added Melania, the first boss of the mod, in addition to a few other monsters and wild animals from the game. Elden Ring on Minecraft has been in high demand for a while now. Huge YouTubers like Asian Hasquatch made entire videos about it, and I'm glad to see that idea growing into an extensive and high quality project such as Valley and Sky. And finally, we have Wondrous Sea. This is a mod that added a few oceanic creatures to the game. Opposite to the previously mentioned oceanic realms, all animals here are friendly. My favorite creatures here are the whales, particularly the huge ancient mother whales, along with water otters. I just love how they take naps on the water. This mod is excellent and I see no reason not to mix it with oceanic realms. There are no duplicate mobs as far as I'm concerned, and both mods work on the same version and mod loader. You may have noticed some of the bigger mods of 2025 are missing, things like companions and bosses rise. Reason being that I showcased these mods already. I didn't want this year's wrap up to be dry and filled with mods you friends already know about. 2025 has featured plenty of underrated releases that are just as interesting, so I hope you guys understand. As mentioned before, this is a tradition. I've been doing this for 3 years and it has to do with texture packs, shaders and ModPacks as well. So subscribe to receive notifications about the other 2025 yearly videos releasing a few days from now. As a final note, I would like to thank Pine Hosting for sponsoring the yearly wrap up 2 years in a row. Such support helps me continue the tradition and shed light to every amazing project that is yet to come. Be sure to check out their services and as always use my code ENDER for a 30% reduction in price. Now I'll see ya in the next one, my friend.